Good morning, RedKey leaders. Welcome to, it's Wednesday, it's Lead, Connect, Grow. So today I want to talk about productivity. And I think a lot of times when I'm thinking about what do I want to share during Lead, Connect, Grow, it's usually something that I personally need to work on. So right now, what I need to work on is productivity. I don't know if you guys experience this, but sometimes it's like, the days go by and I'm a little bit lost in time and space. And, like where did April and May go? So I've been thinking a lot about how can I be a little bit more productive and a little more structured in this time. And I wanted to share with you, there is a story, a business story that happened 100 years ago. And it was Charles Schwab, who was president of Bethlehem Steel, was trying to figure out how to improve his company, how to help his people be more productive, and he contacted a productivity expert. This was in the early 1900s, and the person's name was Ivy Lee. And Ivy said, okay, here's what I'll tell you. If I can meet with each of your executives for 15 minutes, I can devise a system that will help their productivity. And Charles Schwab said, okay, it sounds good. What do I need to pay you, or what are you charging? And Lee said, you know what, let me do this. I'll come back in 3 months. We'll see what the results are. And then you pay me whatever you think it's worth to your company. So I do love that too. It's just totally based on results. That's the way entrepreneurs think, and they're going to bring results to their clients. So Ivy Lee met with each of the Bethlehem Steel executives for 15 minutes. And then in 3 months came back, and the results were so good. The sales had gone up, the efficiencies had gone up, that Charles Schwab paid him $25,000 for not a lot of time, not a lot of like one-on-one coaching. And the equivalent of that would be $400,000. So that's pretty good paycheck. And so what was that method? And let me see, I've got a couple notes here. The main thing was you start out and you clarify what are your goals and your objectives and your vision. So what do you want to create? What do you want to accomplish? Real estate, life, relationships, whatever it is. Then at the end of the day, in the evening, when you're thinking about the next day, write down 6 priorities that need to get done tomorrow. So those are the very important things that will help you move towards your goal. Rank them and prioritize them. So what's the most important is number 1. And then each morning, begin with that list, and don't move on to number 2 or number 3 until you've completed number 1. So if you get to the end of the day and you've only done 1 and 2, then you can add those to the next day's list. So once you've done that, then you start it over and do it every day. And that's it. So there's so many things I love about this, which is you don't need a super complicated system. And there's not a magic number on 6. It could be your top 3 crucial results. It could be your top 5. But it gives you some focus. It encourages you to prioritize and make some decisions on what's truly important. And then it also helps us, we really can't multitask. I always think I can multitask, but science is showing that basically you switch from one thing to the other and it makes you less efficient. So when you're doing your number 1 priority, focus on that. When it's completed, move on to the next. I'm going to bring in, if you haven't done Ninja or if you haven't read the book, I would encourage everybody to read the Ninja Selling book. But they talk about looking at time, and they call it Pi time. So P stands for productive time. That's when you're with a client. That is you, a client, and a contract. So you're on a listing call, you're showing houses, you are, doing the things that are really going to make a difference in your business and in your salary or in your income. I time is indirectly productive. So that is flow. That's lead generation. That's talking to your clients, doing the Ninja 9. So it's going to generate business for the P time, the very productive time. And then E is everything else. So if you think about it, that might be, okay, I'm working on a new marketing piece, or I need to update my bio, or, I think I want to do a mailer. So I'm going to research the mailers and the postcards and things like that. All the things we do, everything else. So I would encourage you, look at your daily activities and be careful not to get hung up in the E time. That often can be delegated or maybe eliminated. Focus on your P time, time with your clients, and your I time. That's time calling, writing notes, real estate reviews, contacting, being in relationship. So hoping you have a wonderful day. It's so beautiful. Take care of your top priorities and then go out and enjoy this day. Take care.